I started my career when the Dr. Vamsi was the director at FRL. So I got a lot of direction from the Dr. Vamsi. In fact, the history of Shivaton, as sir told, start with 93, and we have published the first article in 1994 in the month of June about the Shivaton, the gold mine of the India. So how the history, how the Shivaton journey has started. So the next is the Shivaton. As we talked, Shivaton is a gold mine, wonder plant. So many synonyms because of its qualities. So it is an ancient plant with modern virtue, and we can say, we believe or not, Shivaton vitamin. It is a treasure of the vitamin, especially the vitamin C. And we can say some articles there ki it contains, the population of Shivaton contains enough vitamin 2 and to meet the dietary requirement of the entire world population. And it was also one time as a official sport drink for the Chinese athletes in the Seoul Olympic in 1988. Then the Russian used Shivaton as for the cosmonauts. Then in Ladakh since ages, Shivaton has been a great, tremendous use for the many purposes. Like in Ladakh, Amchis, it's some traditional medicine. All the parts of Shivaton plays important roles, especially the wound healing and lung complaints, blood purification, cold and cough. Then besides Shivaton also plays an important role as a fencing, especially for physical deterrent. Then the two year as a biofence for the cultivated fields. Then the firewood, Dr. Vamsi told, also quite popular in the monastery as a fuel. Then because the plant has the property for the fast growth and withstand repeated cuttings. And one estimation that from 1 hectare Shivaton plantation can produce the 18 tons of the firewood. And that's why it reduces the pressure on the other plant species in the cold deserts. And because of the vigorous growth, and Shivaton also plays a very important role as a assistant to the strong winds, and it is also effective in the preventing the wind erosion. And because of the tremendous application, Shivaton has a tremendous environmental benefits, like a soil and water, because of the deep extensive root system. The root of this plant goes at 2 meter depth, and because of the Shivaton roots contain the special bacteria, that is the Frankia, because of which it improves the soil fertility also. And because vigorous growth, it improves the soil moisture and the air humidity. And the leaves are rich in the very high, rich in the protein. So the leaves plays a very important role as a fodder for the sheep, goat, and the double hump camel. And the Shivaton forest plays an important role for the wild habitat. So fruits remain attached with the plant even in the peak winter, and plays an important role as a source of food for the birds and animals in the peak winter. And during summer and winter, it also provides a shelter to the wildlife habitats. And our Indian Himalaya is represented by 3 species, as our previous speaker told. And among the 3, the dominant species is the Hippopi rhamnoides subspecies turkestanka, and it is very common. In Ladakh, followed by some quantity in the Laol Spiti. Another species, the Hippopis salicifolia, that is very common in the Himachal, Laur Spiti of the Himachal state, and the some part of the Uttarakhand, that is Hanuman Chatti and the Badrinath area. And the third species, the Hippopis tibetana, that grow in that we have found growing in the Ladakh and the parts of the Himachal Pradesh, that is Spiti area. And it grow at extremely high altitude area between the 13,000 feet to the 14,500 feet. So this is the distribution of the Hippopis species in India. And as we talked earlier, Hippopis and what is very common in the Ladakh area, that is Indus, Nubra, Suru Valley, Changtam Valley, and then Himachal, in some part of Himachal like Kukum Seri, Lako, Kaja, and Tam area. And Hippopis salicifolia, it is not available in Ladakh, but it is common in Himachal Pradesh and the Uttarakhand. Hippopis tibetana is available in some parts of the Ladakh, that is the Janskar area, and then also available in the Himachal area, that is Sangram, Kibar, and Tukchar, and the Uttarakhand area, and the North Sikkim also. So we have been working in Sivathon quite long back, and our team as a team, we have been working in this field past 25 years. So earlier we did how much area Sivathon available. So we did those study and with the satellite imagery, around approximately 11,500 hectares of the Ladakh are under the Sivathon, and based on the rough estimate, around 11,500 metric ton fruits can be harvested from the natural population. Until 2011, there was no commercial value of the Sivathon, as Dr. Brahm Singh told earlier. So all the parts of the Sivathon, like fruits, leaves, then pomace, seeds, all the parts have the tremendous phytonutrients. First, we are talking about the Sivathon pulp. Sivathon are known for the multivitamins. Especially Sivathon is a treasure of the vitamin C. That is around it contains around 200 to 2,500 mg per 100 gram. Then beside that, fruits also contain the B1, B2. Then also fruits are rich in the minerals. That is the sodium, potassium, calcium, like that. Then when we come white golden bush, when you compare with the other fruit crops like a mango and apricot, the vitamin contents the mineral quite high in the Sivathon. Especially when you talk about calcium, quite high in calcium, and some minerals are quite high. And then the vitamin C is quite high in the Sivathon when you compare with the mango and apricot. Then we also did the study on the Sivathon leaf by phytonutrients, and the antioxidant value is quite high. And then the crude protein. Then we did the study catechin. Catechin is quite high. Then phenolic compounds. Then flavonoids. Flavonoids are quite high. Then our institute also studied the nutraceutical composition of the Sivathon oil, covering the seed oil as well as pulp oil. So when we talk about the seed oil is more rich in the vitamin E and the unsaturated fatty acids. While the pulp oil is quite rich in the carotenoids and vitamin E. Then based on the tremendous phytocompounds, especially in the Sivathon fruits, leaves, and the seed oil, over the period, our scientists have developed the various products. Like first we developed the Sivathon beverage product that is based on the Sivathon juice, the Sivathon pulp. Then we have and this product has got the patent by the name of Dihar. Then we have developed the Sapricot beverage, that is a blend of the Civathon fruit and the apricot fruits. Then we have formulated the product that is herbal tea, usually the Civathon. Civathon leaves as the main ingredient. 80% in this is the Civathon leaf, followed by some other herbs found in the high altitude, that is there. And then the jam we have got patent. Then oil capsule, we have established the protocol, and we have used the technology, supercritical CO2 extraction technology, for the extraction of the oil from the seed with the appropriate temperature, pressure, and the flow of CO2. Then we have also developed the Civathon Chyawanprash, that is antioxidant supplement, and the vitamin C contained in Civathon based Chyawanprash is extremely high when we compare to the Chyawanprash available in the market. And then we have also developed the adaptogenic appetizer. Then Civathon oil has the property to protect the UV rays, and it's based on that one we have formulated the UV protective cream. So and for that we have filed the patent, and we are having around 12 patents based on the Civathon products, and some patents have got granted and some are some have been filed. These products are in tremendous value. So keeping that way, they have the great demand. So we have transferred technology. Like a Civathon beverage, we have transferred to the 11 from Civathon. Sapricot beverage, we have transferred to 3 vendors. Herbal tea to 5 vendors. Jam 2 vendors. Oil capsule 3 vendors. Antioxidant supplement to 4 vendors. Adaptogenic appetizer to 2 vendors. Sir, good. Is that audible, sir? Hello.
Yes, sir. Audible.
You are audible. Clear.
So we have over the period we have transferred technology to the various firms. So and in 2015, Patanjali has shown the interest. So in the presence of Minister, that is Dr. Parkar, we have transferred technology to the Patanjali, and in that TOT transfer during that period, Baba Ramdev ji, Acharya ji, and himself, Dr. Brahm Singh ji, are also there. So we are transferred to popularize the products. And over the period, as our Dr. Brahm Singh told earlier, there was no demand of sales. So the price of the different parts of the product of the plant parts have been increased. See this year, very per kg Civathon berry has gone up to per kg 65 rupees per kg. The leaf per kg dry leaf has given per kg 350 rupees per kg. Seed has gone around 300 rupees per kg. So all parts are playing very role. And then beside that, other parts like branches has the tremendous value. Roots control the soil erosion. Then the roots are having so the demand is increasing like that. So see the income generation till 2000 there is no value of the Civathon. Then after the transfer of technology to the industry, so demand of all parts of the Civathon have increased. So in 2004, from the Ladakh, around 120 ton of fruits have been harvested. And see this year, this we are showing the current figure. So in this year, in 2020, around 6,600 metric ton fruit have been harvested at the rate of 65 rupees per kg. And the farmers approximately they have around the 400 crore. See the commercial harvesting of the Civathon. Here how the Civathon's fruits and other leaves are being harvested on commercial scale by the farmers. and keeping that tremendous health in value, so army has also shown the interest. So and the army has a great demand of the Cibathon juice, then apricot juice, then the Cibathon tea. But because of not continuous supply of the Cibathon products, army are not able to give the order. So army require the ensured supply from the vendors. So keeping the increasing demand of the Cibathon and other parts, there is a need for the cultivation of the Cibathon. Because why? Whatever the from the Adak or Cibathon is harvesting, that is from the wild, and from harvesting from the wild is so many problems. Like in the field, in the nature, in the Cibathon nature for male and female ratio, what we have observed is almost 1:1. And then wild growth, it is very, the plant is very thorny, it is very difficult to go inside the Cibathon forest. So right now, whatever the Cibathon fruit is harvested is only from the periphery. Then the age of the plant also plays a very important. As the age of plant increasing, the yield is getting low. So and the non-informity, that is also so these all problems has necessitated the commercial cultivation of the Cibathon and the good selection from the wild. So keeping that way, we have our scientists and we have worked on the selection of high yielding variety from the natural Cibathon forest. So we did not see the variety diversity. See the picture. So the starting from the small variety to the larger size of the fruits. And then for the selection of the high libra, we have studied the 35 morphological characters. So these are the important ones, especially vitamin C, TPC, then fruit weight, pedicel length. Pedicel length, if I mean the bigger one, that helps in the harvesting the fruit. Then the number of thorns, we have taken the parameter, and then the number of berries also. So under we have selected the 6 varieties, and among all the varieties have shown excellent and that is the parameter 100, around 29 gram approximately, then 20 gram, then 25 gram fruit length, then the weight of 100 seeds and the pencil length. So and side by side we have also on the percent technique and provide the soft method. So another softwood cutting and from a single plant improve cutting and see the rooting from the improvised we are getting 97%. Then without treatment we are getting the excellent result. Same thing we have established a nursery at Bihar, and we have a forest department has shown have a past forest department, and the Adak administrators have shown a great interest, and especially forest department have been involved in the commercial plantation of the Cibathon. And even the committee, even the farmers committee farmers have shown the interest, and some NGOs have came forward for the Cibathon plantation. And side by side, we have also established a model orchard of the Cibathon having the high yielding variety. So based on this one Cibathon, how to transfer these activities left to land. So we have been involved that one. So developed and commercialized the Cibathon based products, supply of raw material through the Farmers Cooperative Society, then developed the package of practice for growing the Cibathon, then based on that one, we have Ministry of Agriculture and Farmers. They have approached DHR for to prepare a value chain analysis of that we did that one, and based on that one, Seebuckthorn has been included as a potential horticulture crop for the 5 Himalayan states, that is JK, Himachal, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, and Arunachal Pradesh. And coming under the horticulture crop farmers will get the incentive for the growing Seebuckthorn and the product development for the MIDH. So you see this is our report, value chain analysis of Seebuckthorn. And now the Seebuckthorn is under the scheme of MIDH, and it is very surprising when the Prime Minister, Honorable Prime Minister visited to Leh in 2018. So in that year, same day, Prime Minister visited to 3 places. First visit was to Leh, second visit was to Srinagar, and third visit was to Jammu. He has to address the SUKAS students. So as soon as he landed at Leh airport, he asked to give me a report on Seebuckthorn, and Prime Minister. During the SUKAS convocation, he talked around 2 minutes on the Seebuckthorn and how a wild plant and how the value addition of a wild plant can play important role in the socio-economic development. And side by side, the MIDH has also helped in has declared for the establishment of Center of Excellence in Leh. That process is going on, as Dr. Brahmsi told earlier. So
डॉक्टर साहब आप थोड़ा conclude करने की कोशिश करो.
Within 2 minutes we are going to finish, sir. So
okay.
Under the present Ladakh administration and coming to Ladakh UT, they are playing very important roles, and they have taken a Seebuckthorn for a commercial activity. So under that, so many local entrepreneurs have shown their interest. See these products are available in market. So and this year, Seebuckthorn tea in the loose as well tea are being started locally in the Leh market, and it is commerce and it available in the market also. Then in Leh, at Leh, one young entrepreneur has established a supercritical CO2 extraction facility that is highly technical. So that entrepreneur has established, and they have already started extracting the Seebuckthorn oil from the seed. And packaging is quite excellent in terms of quality. And so besides the local administration has initiated so many activities like they are under the process to convert the existing Seebuckthorn forest to the organized or the orchard of Seebuckthorn. Then they have started. They are already started working on the commercial plantation of the Seebuckthorn. So we have submitted a project of also that is our target to 2,500 hectares of the organized orchard of Seebuckthorn, costing around the 50 crore and duration with 10 years. And by the and after plantation in 5 to 8 years, every year we are going to have just only the sale of the raw material. We are going to have the 240 crore per year. So and beside that, as Honorable Prime Minister has declared Ladakh as a carbon neutral. So this Seebuckthorn golden boots are going to play a golden opportunity for the carbon to convert the Ladakh as a carbon neutral.